Friday. Good evening, everybody. It is a Godlike Friday, and it's great to see everybody here coming in on the panel and in the chat. It's been a very productive day. I was actually off today, which was nice due to the bad weather. So I called it a snow day, even though it was very snowing here in Texas. But it was great to be off nonetheless. I got a lot of things done for the channel, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. I was pretty excited. I was pretty productive doing that, and I spent all day on YouTube, creating things for YouTube. So that's what I was doing today. Marcos, great to see you, man. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, man. Glad to be here. Kind of talking backstage. Not too much that happened this week, so we'll see where this show goes. But man, anybody in the chat, if you have questions, we'll try to pick it up, man, and go from there too.
Yeah, we do have. There's a few things that happened in the community this week, but I did want to speak to those, and then also about some of the things that we have been talking about through our particular group, and pieces coming in, just all these different things happening behind the scenes that we're going to talk about here in just a minute. Brian, how are you, sir? Great to see you this evening. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, man, good to be here. It's been this is kind of the first week back at work for a lot of people, you know, for the holidays. So it's been a busy one. I'm exhausted. I'm ready for the weekend and ready to talk about the thing that we love to do.
Absolutely. So, Brian, I got to throw this out there. Now that you've been hanging out with us a lot more, is it just me, or is that your collection's changing? You're buying more pieces? Is it just me, or is it? I don't know.
It's definitely. I mean, look, there's certainly been an enablement here, absolutely.
Yes.
But and yeah, I think it has been going through a little bit of changes too. I mean, you know, I used to. I just got to the point where my office was closing in around me. And I needed to kind of take a step back and say, okay, these are the ones that I definitely want to have out all the time. These I'm going to box up for a little bit because I am getting new ones in. I mean, you know, but also I have you guys to thank too, because there are pieces that I just dried my feet on, you know, and the fact that you guys encouraged me to get them.
This guy right here.
And I love them, but I absolutely love them. I mean, you know, they're just incredible. So yeah, I've gotten more in for sure since joining.
Yeah, I mean, I know that you talked a little bit about you were trying to rearrange things and move things around to kind of get your collection where you wanted it at, but you can tell it's evolving, starting to make changes, and it's starting to come together a little bit more. Every time I look, I see a different piece I've never seen before. Man, I've never seen that one. I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you know, my problem is that I've never really had focus. I'll just, if I find something that I like, I'll just grab it. But today I was thinking about it because PCS has that Gozer statue that I've always really wanted, and that would fit my collection really well. But I've got to dial it back a little bit every once in a while. So I don't know. That one's not completely off the table, but there are some other ones that have been kind of floating in the ether here that I've been looking at and I've been wanting, and I just got to be a little bit more selective these days.
Yeah, I totally understand that, man. There's just so many out there, and there'll always be another one you want to buy. And I just bought. We're gonna go over it in a minute, but I just bought 3. So I finished paying them all 3 off. They'll be coming in shortly. We're going to do some dates here in just a minute. But there's 2 more that I got my eye on right now. And I'm like, man, do I really need to buy another one? I just bought 3 of them. Do I need another one? And if you look at Alan's face, he's saying, yes, go. You're supposed to do that. I don't know what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about this backstage a little bit. And, you know, I've got 7 on PO right now. And I'm eyeballing 3 more. So, and they're all in such different genres. Again, I'm trying to just realign and focus, you know, what are the ones that I really want to go for? And Sideshow just keeps on, they just keep on, you know, digging another one into me with Succubus, Vampire's Kiss, with Witch in the Woods, with La Muerta. I mean, they're doing this whole line, and it's hard to say no.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw those pieces, Brian, there was no doubt in my mind. I mean, I had no doubt you were going to get both of them. I just knew it already. I was like, it screams Brian for sure. It does. Everything about these are Brian. So I knew you were going to get them.
And I have a bunch of Court of the Dead already too, and they're bringing that back up too. And it's just
good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I never completed the original line anyways. I only grabbed the
Okay.
So we'll see where they go with the line now.
Yeah, I like that you have a good idea what you want to do, and I kind of know what kind of style you like. But you're right, that PCS Gozer would look great because it kind of matches like the things that you have,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to dial it back myself, but we'll see how long that lasts because Sunday is coming like a freight train, and when that happens, Sundays are always a terrible day for our wallets. Jesus, it's like one after another. They're all together. We're cheering each other on, and sure enough, someone pulls the trigger. It never fails. It never fails. Anyways, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens Sunday. I'm kind of afraid to pick up my phone on Sunday, but that usually happens Sunday. But Mr. Kiefer, good evening. I know you got a busy evening this evening, but great to see you. Thanks for being here. And Alan, I think you already know, but I am very close to locking down the Alan Kiefer Award for 2025. It is definitely happening. I will make an announcement once I have it in my hands, but I am very, very close. And I've got people very excited to see what we're going to be doing. And we do have a sponsor already lined up. It all comes down to what it's going to be. And I think we all know in our panel what it possibly
we know what it is. It's pretty awesome.
It's I promise you, you do not want to miss out on the Alan Kiefer Award. I believe that's September the 15th or 17th. It's going to be on a Friday. And that'll be the day we give it away. So the best picture setup collection. It's always a great thing, man, to see everyone's collection come together like that, and it gives you ideas, and you could just see how talented the community is, and just how they portray their collections and what they do, different ideas. I just love it. I love it. It's gonna be a great day, Alan, and it's to celebrate just what you've done for the community and everything else. So. Just how you inspired so many people, but it's great to see you. How are you?
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here as always. It's a great way to end the week. Let's see what's cool for me. I just finished setting up the J&D Pattinson Batman, and finally it took me about 3, 4, 5 hours futzing around with lighting to. The lighting is setting up the statue is easy. It's the lighting part that takes time.
Okay.
But yeah, I finally got it, and man, I'm super happy with it. So
wow, that's awesome.
I know yours is coming in a couple of days.
In a couple of days. Okay, so I got to give a shout out to Todd because Todd over at Spec, he got yours to you in a few days, but mine, Alan, had to come from Korea because he had ran out, and he airshipped this. It'll be here in a few days. I'll have it on Tuesday, I think, of this week.
That's amazing. Yeah,
amazing. Great.
Yeah, and I went on and posted a couple places. Big thanks to Todd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only the quick service, but the price. I mean, he had that Christmas sale. I was like, which is why I got it, and then I enabled you to get it.
Yeah. That was hard.
Hard to pass up that price point. So yeah. You enjoy yours as much as I'm enjoying mine.
Right, and we'll do the live unboxing most likely Tuesday or Thursday. I want to make sure that I don't do it Wednesday because my friend Chris Michael will be on with the Batsy Awards. So we will not. I don't want to do it that night, but we'll either do it Tuesday or Thursday. We'll have a special guest join our unboxing as well because we'll talk more about that. But Alan, I'm super excited for that. That's coming up very soon. Let me address the chat because I know we have a lot of people in here because we have a lot to talk about this evening. So let me talk to everybody. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I do want to give a shout out and a big thank you to the 116 subscribers we had this week.
Wow.
Man, thank you so very much for supporting us. Also, I promise to bring you the best content possible. Welcome. We do live unboxings and high-end statue collecting. Thank you for being here. My man, Vision, great to see you. This man has probably one of the most epic collections I know. Great collection. Love it. Love it. What's going on, JWR? Great to see you. You cannot have a show unless Mr. Kramer is here. Great to see you. And One of the most talented artists in the community has arrived. Great to see you, Kinsey. Thanks for joining us this evening. My man Terry has always got my back, and thank you very much. Great to see you. Statue Kino. You know what? He also has a great eye, Alan. If you see his pictures in Godlike, the way he does his photography, I really liked how he does.
Yeah.
And this guy
Statue Kingdom. We both kind of like some of the same genres.
I've noticed that.
The Conan and some fantasy pieces and so forth. He's got a great collection.
I've noticed that. So I can't wait to see what he ends up doing with his collection this year. But if you don't know this guy, you're missing out. If you like Spider-Man, you got to follow this guy right here. He's got some epic statues. I wasn't aware he sent me a picture of his Del Auto prints. He's got the one that I was talking about. He's got all those. He's got an amazing Spider-Man collection. He really does. Speaking of amazing collections, this guy right here, he's got 78. So Battlecat's expecting the Iron Man half-scale battle damage version soon. I think he's having some trouble with the packaging, but he should get that in pretty quick. And I look forward to that. I know he's excited because that's going to be a great statue. So I can't wait to see that. Everybody coming in, Mr. Kramer, Jack's Reviews, hello, great to see you. Knight, great to see you. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Rifter, great to see you. Main Man, thank you for being here. Man, we have a lot of people coming in. Dinesh, great to see you, man. Thank you for being here, everyone. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Lucky Lex, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. And you can't have a show unless Cypher's here. Great to see you, Cypher. Thank you for being here. Don't worry, you will be pleased very, very soon once I go over this in just a second. Hang tight with that question. Hang tight. You'll get to see more. If you're not aware, you may be new here, but I sold my entire collection to invest in this movie pieces I have coming in, and there's a lot of them coming. So don't worry. That's why that's so big. That's why that's big. That's why it's like that size. So, Alex, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. My man Mitchell. Thank you, everybody. Everybody's still coming in. Thank you very much for showing up this evening. Great to see everybody here. Weekly challenge, join family and friend along with. Hey, man, relax, and let's talk about what we love and join the community. Ross, thank you for all the kind words. You're always here to support us. We really appreciate that very much. Mr. Kramer, we're going to talk about this in just a second. Thinking about getting the dog. What do you think about the bonus version extra and what it could be? Oh, you know what? This is a great question. Let's come back to this in just a minute. Let's come back. That's a great question. So I did want to bring this up real quick and talk to everybody about this because this is coming up very soon. I'm very excited about the Alan Kiefer Award because I need to pull this off this week, and I'm very close. Let me see real quick. Maybe I have it on here. Oh, hey, there it is. Let's see. Get it together, Jimmy. Get it together. All right. So, let's see. Yep. There we go. So we'll have the live unboxings coming up. We will have J&D Batman coming up this next week. So I'm pretty excited for that. The Terminator has already shipped. So this is coming from overseas. I'll be getting this soon. We'll be doing a reveal. We won't do a live unboxing because how heavy this is, but what I'll do is like I did Iron Man, I'll have it on the base ready to go, and we'll put everything together and show how it works, and then we'll go back into the module case. Also, in about 3 weeks, I will have the Iron Man Mark 7 Battle Damage from Queen Studios, and we will also do a live unboxing and review of that piece as well. So these 3 pieces are coming along with a lot more. I feel like it just keeps adding to my plate more and more and more, but these are pieces that I just do not want to be without. Alan, I've seen this Terminator bust go for a pretty penny now, and I don't see a whole lot of places having it. I really feel it's going to retain its value over time because of how great it is. I'm excited to get that in, and 3 of us on the panel have this coming: Alan, myself, and Freddie. So, yeah, great pieces coming in. Look forward to those unboxings next week. J&D the Batman unboxing will be most likely Tuesday or Thursday. So, I look forward to that coming up. Now, let's bring this up, Mr. Kramer, because I did want to talk about this. I was talking today. Let me bring this up here. Yep. I was talking today with Joshua from Comic Concepts, and Alan, if you're keen to order from Joshua, me, you, and Matt will do a triple pre-order, and he will come and join us from Comic Concepts. If you guys are keen to order from Comic Concepts, when he'll have it, what kind of deals he's got, we'll see what he's got. But he will join us, Joshua from Comic Concepts, when this launches. I thought it'd be cool to do a triple live pre-order on Friday for the dog alien, because all three of us are getting it. Mr. Kramer, if you're getting it too, that'd be amazing. I don't know if you are, but make sure you use coupon Godlike to save $10. But I was talking to Joshua about that, and he's going to do something special for Godlike pretty soon, and he'll make that announcement himself coming up. So just, man, so many people in the community that reach out to us and are happy to help us. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I know they don't have to, but they do. So I really appreciate you very much. So let's talk about this a little bit. So what do you guys think of the bonus for extra? Okay, so extra, like a bonus.
Closed mouth, open mouth portrait.
That's a great one. I think that would be one. I think they've done the alien egg extra to death, so I don't know what else they could do. Mr. Kiefer, I'll start with you. What do you think they could do? Or do you have an idea?
We're talking about the dog alien?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I know they've already included, I'm assuming it's going to be included with the regular version, is the chest burster that came out of the dog.
Yes.
So I saw that on the backside of the base.
Right.
Open mouth, closed mouth, I mean, that's just I think that's pretty normal.
Sure.
For them. Other than that, I'm just so thrilled with the piece the way it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care if they give us an extra. I'm just, whatever version they give us, I'll take it.
Sure.
The piece just looks so epic.
Sure.
I think it's just going to be a closed mouth, open mouth. I can't imagine what else they would put in there.
Yeah. I would like to see, something maybe different. Now, when I think about the movie, I think about the torches they used, how they weren't normal. They were like a metal rod. They had some type of flare hooked up to it, and that could be something laid on the base that lit up. That could be something. I think that'd be that. I don't know. It could be a number of things, but I think that would be a nice touch. I do know that those were in the movie. I can't think of anything else that they could use.
Is this the movie where there's a scene in there where the alien is swimming underwater chasing them?
No.
That's a future alien. That's
It was Resurrection or whatever that one was called.
Okay, that was a different one. Okay.
This is the one where
awesome diorama.
Yeah, I would. This is the one where they're in the jail. When they're in the jail and they have the alien, the dog alien from he goes into the dog and makes the alien. Yeah. They're in a prison, and this movie to me is underrated. I loved it. The problem with what happened was Aliens was so darn good, and Aliens 3 wasn't as good as that one, but still great. Still, I just loved it. I love 1, 2, and 3. Those are my favorite ones. Romulus is good too.
I think part 3 also had a bunch of production issues where, the suits were getting involved with David Fincher's vision. So he didn't really get to make the movie he wanted to make.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it was a bad movie. It just means that it wasn't what it could have been,
Sure.
I heard he got really upset and kind of like not give up, but he definitely kind of phoned it in at the end of it when everything started happening. Because he's one of my favorite directors. Like he's
awesome. Oh, me too.
Like I heard the pre-production nightmare, or just in general production nightmare he had with the suits. And the suits thought the kid bullied him because he was a very young director at the time. It was his first big movie, so they had more power over his career than a James Cameron. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe they'll do a proximity piece of the dog.
Yeah, well, I think that's already happening. Like if you see in the back when you flip it over, it's like.
Well, I mean the actual dog, not the alien.
Oh, I see.
Like the dog. That might be a little too morbid.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what they would do, but nevertheless, this piece is 100% coming home. I really love that movie. I love the alien. I love how big it is. I've got a spot for it. There's no doubt about it. I'm getting this one for sure. So I'm super excited for that. So talking to Joshua about doing a live pre-order and everything, he was super excited to hear that. Yeah, it's going to be great. Lane,
who else is getting it? Marcos, does that one interest you?
No.
I'm not a big. I think Alien 1 is the best one, but Alien 3, I'm just not a big fan of the franchise in general. They the first two were definitely way above everything else. So I barely remember 3. Like I watched it a long time ago. I just can't remember much of it at all. Yeah, I maybe think I just tuned out of it. The statue looks great though. That thing is fucking huge.
Yeah. Yes,
huge.
So
it's massive.
Matt Martin, myself, and Alan.
Yeah.
We're really considering pre-ordering. I know I'm ordering it. So and me having to wait till that Friday is gonna be like, man, if it comes out Tuesday, I'm gonna be like, man, I don't know. I want to order it now. But I definitely want to get it. And we'll do a live pre-order with that for sure for me.
If you're a big Alien fan, I think it's a must because it's the first XL one, right?
Right. It is.
Yeah, and it's not even my favorite design of the alien.
Yeah.
But just the way they did the statue, it's. I mean, it's incredible.
I love how fast it was, and then also how it clawed on the ceilings, and like, man, I can't wait to get this. It's gonna be a great one. Be a great one. So, to answer your question, Lane, I don't know what they're going to do, but I would like to see like maybe one of their torches that they use that kind of had like a spark to it versus it being just a flame. So that would be cool. They could even maybe have flares. I don't know if you recall part of the movie where they cause that explosion when the flare drops. That could be some part of it too. That could be an extra feature they could add. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Oh, and hey, Jack's review. Right, there you go. Dave. Yeah, he'll be getting it as well. He's saying, I think the mouth will be open. Yeah, I mean, it possibly could. I don't know. Like, I trust Prime One when it comes to those things. I know that they do a good job with that. My man, Big Rick. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Great to see you. And Cypher, this is my first J&D piece. And to answer your question, I will be doing a live unboxing. Please join us. I'd love to have you. We'll be doing that. I'll post it. It'll either be Tuesday or Thursday, one of those days. As soon as I can get some free time from the week, I will. Everyone I've talked to that has that piece really loves it, Alan. So it must be really good. Yeah. So, Lane's saying he's waiting for the pricing, and you know what? So am I. But in all fairness, I just want everybody to know it doesn't really matter. I'm getting it anyways.
What is the basic, like the retail price of like Jungle Hunter and City Hunter? I can't remember.
Expensive.
I know that, but like, I'm just like,
I think
they were like 3,000, right? About 3,000.
Yeah, 3,000.
Retail. Okay.
Right.
So you can. I think Lane said it's like 1,800 is the limit. I'm like, Lane, I love you, but it ain't gonna be 1,800 like that.
No, I don't think it'll be 1,800, but I also don't think it'll be 3,000. 3,000 for the Predators, even though they were big. Listen, they have a ton of detail all around the bases, on themselves. This one is pretty straightforward with the base and then the alien on it. It didn't have. It looks fantastic.
It has that little baby alien in it too, and all that stuff. It has a lot of details.
You know what, Marcus? It could be $3,000. Who knows?
I think it is because if it's matching the Predator line, which it obviously is, it's going to be around the same price, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to just throw it out there. It's going to be about 2,500. I think it
sounds right.
That's actually not a bad price, I think, because I just thought that too. Predator had a bunch of switch outs, and I don't think the alien's going to have as many, like weapons and all that. So I can see 2,500.
I know that the popularity on the dog alien, the first version the Prime One did, is through the roof. People were looking for that piece, throwing big bucks for it. I have a feeling Prime One has been watching that, and they're going to price accordingly.
Oh,
I hope not. But.
Okay, and Alan, is there a price if they would announce is there a price where you'd be like, nah, I'm going to skip this one?
Well, I don't think it's going to be over 4K.
I don't think so either. No.
So if it comes, I really want it. I'm guessing the price is going to be between 26 and 28. That would be my guess.
Right. Yeah, I have to say that.
For that kind of price, I would probably jump in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I have points.
Oh, of course.
So I have a question for Jimmy.
Yeah.
After the unboxing the other night, did you end up pulling the trigger on Ripley?
Good question. I didn't, but I'm glad I didn't, and I'll tell you why. Even though I really want that piece badly, I took Alan's advice and I messaged the Todd father and said, "Hey, just wondering, when T2 bus will ship. Oh, just when you pay it off, and I'll go ahead and ship those out." Like, what? Okay, bam, and then sure enough, it's shipping. So that bad boy's coming home. It's coming.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's how it was working.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know, and I'm just glad I asked. And now it's on the way. So,
Well, good.
so
That's where the Ripley money went.
yeah, well, that's and it went quick too, like that. Bam, it was gone. And I was literally on the edge. I almost pulled that trigger. I mean, it was so close. And hey, calm down, Marcos, calm down. But I saw your message. Yeah, this is when they announced that and they showed that. I'm gonna bring up Noah's pictures in a second. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And I got a message from a few collectors that night that said they ordered it because of the live stream. And then Comic Concepts messaged me too and said, "Hey man, do you need one? What's going on with that?" And like he was very happy that we showcased it and stuff and
Nice.
promoted him a little bit, So I have no problems with Joshua. I've had great service from them. Use code Godlike at Comic Concepts, save $10. Also Spec Fiction. Yeah. I've had nothing but great luck, and they've been treating me right. So I really appreciate it very, very
but Jimmy,
much.
I'm sorry if I missed it when you Alan were talking. Are you for sure getting it or no? The Ripley?
I don't know if I am or not because I just bought 3 and now I want another one so terribly bad. And I'll tell you which one it is. I'll bring it up here in a minute because I literally almost bought it today. I know what's going to happen. Sunday we're going to be at home, and then Alan's going to message me a picture or whatever, and like, man, Jimmy, you know what? If you just move this over here and put it here, it would look great.
I already know what it is. I have a feeling I know what it is.
Well, Alan knows me better than anybody, so maybe so. we'll go over that here in just a minute. But yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for these pieces to come in. So yeah, that would be really cool. The Xenomorphs were swimming in the Resurrection one. You are correct there.
I'd like to see a diorama. That would be so cool.
Yeah, and this piece here, like it's going to take some time to, when this, how long do you think the Dog Alien is going to ship, Alan? That'll probably be what, 2 years, maybe more.
Yeah, year and a half plus.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with it. I've got a lot of other ones coming in, so I'm totally okay with it. The biggest problem some collectors have is when they have like 2 things ordered and those 2 things haven't came in yet.
Worse, yeah. So they have 2 things ordered and then they're both going to ship at the same time and everybody's got to have their money.
That happened to me year before last.
It's horrible.
We did a triple unboxing of Iron Man. It happened to me. Do you remember that? Like all 3 of them came at the same time. I was like, you got to be joking me. Oh, no, they're all here. So I said, well, I guess I'm gonna feel like Christmas. I don't know. we got, but I ordered I got all 3 of them that same month. So, but yeah, that definitely does happen. So, Stanley, listen, it was in my cart that night. Again, I ordered a different piece. I had to make sure my T2 bus came in. That's high priority on my list, very high. But never say never. Never say never. You know what? Alan, could you see them doing a tail that doesn't stick up so high and then maybe wrapping it around it, or what do you think?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I don't think they will.
Yeah.
The way they've got the tail now, so perfect. It's just so artistically done. The way I can't imagine they would mess with that.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would show a real big seam line too, don't you think? Like if they had a tail switch out. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I've got a bunch of Alien pieces, and normally the way they key that tail in, it's extremely difficult to find a seam.
Oh
They
wow. Okay, great.
really, really hide those. Yeah.
Great.
They're
Great.
they're so insect like that. Yeah, they can really get it in like those spines and those. Yeah,
Got it.
they do a nice job.
Awesome.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I think that whatever Prime One does, I have faith in their direction and their vision of how these statues should be portrayed. Have you seen a really terrible Prime One statue, Predator or Alien? I haven't. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. So I
They
have
know
trust.
what they're doing. Yeah, they know what they're doing on those lines. You know what
Yeah,
lines
they
Prime
do.
One's like really good at? And
Yeah.
those-
Even
those-
their the comic version, I think it's called an Ahab Predator,
Yeah.
standing on top of the big centipede. Um, Amazing piece.
Yeah. They just don't miss on some of these on almost every one of their pieces are literally done to perfection. They do such a great job with their statues. They really, really do. So that's why a lot of our pieces are from Prime One. I'd say that. I'll throw it out there. Prime One and Blitzway. Vision, I don't know, but I'm going to guess. I think we all have a pretty good guess here of $2,500 to $2,800. So just be aware of that. Look, we could be totally off on that. I don't have any insight whatsoever, but I do have suspicions they will launch this pre-order very, very soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happened next week. Just when I ordered 3 statues, they're going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, we need you to go ahead and order this one too. So I could totally see that happening. I'm a little worried about that actually.
But so I'm looking at the chat, and it looks like Matt Martin did get the Ripley. So congratulations to Matt.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
I did. I talked to Matt this week. He sent me a message. I talk to Matt all the time, but he had sent me a message and he had said that, hey man, take a look. He got it. So if you don't know Matt Martin from the Rogues Gallery, but Matt has some amazing pieces, and I mean over the top incredible. So he's been kind enough to share some of his pieces with me, and I look forward to how he expands his collection. And you know what else he ordered? I don't know if you recall, Alan. Matt is the one that ordered the Supercraft Transformers piece style. He actually ordered that too. Yeah, he ordered that too.
Yeah. I was curious. What version did he go with?
I don't know what pieces he put on there, but I think he did something extra to it. I think he did.
Yeah. All right.
So, but
cool. That's an awesome piece.
Oh man, it is. He's got some great pieces. He just got the J&D. I'm sorry. He just got the Infinity bail bust in, and that piece looks amazing. It does. But I'm in for the Queen. But that one is just incredible. So congratulations to Matt for getting those. You can say that, man. You can say that again. I think every piece that we're getting is just extremely expensive right now. So that's just the way it goes. I feel like.
I feel like maybe the shipping might be a little bit better on that dog alien though, because the base is not too big. It could maybe be one boxer. I think they can do it. They've been getting some one boxer. You think 2? I think 1 because like a Harley who lasts, man. That thing, I thought that would be like a 2 boxer. That thing was 1 box. I think they're making more layers lately. I don't know.
Have you seen that statue though from up above? It's the size of like a pedestal. It's massive.
Wow.
And the tail too. That's going to be.
But think about that. They could probably get that tail and then that base and a couple other like smaller pieces in one layer, and then all you got left is basically like a couple small pieces and then the alien. Off the top of my head, I think.
I wouldn't count on that.
I'm just hoping for the best, Alan. Right? I'm hoping for $280.
I mean, every alien piece I've gotten from them has been anywhere from 2 to 3 boxes.
Ugh.
Yeah, and this dog alien is just as big, if not bigger. So,
but like I said, they're getting better, Alan.
Well. So it's going to go from 3 to 2.
I'm trying to be optimistic. Alan's over here being. It's a new year, Alan. Let's be optimistic.
No, I'm just unless that
I'm trying to get you guys $280 shipping from distributors right now.
Unless it's the size of a van, that box is.
The box is
I did want to point this out. I was talking to Josh from Comic Concepts, and I think I was talking to Battle Cat too. Is that I actually put in my cart a Prime 1 statue and did a comparison from Comic Concepts shipping price to Prime 1's, and it was literally like $600 cheaper to order from Comic Concepts.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess I know where I'll be ordering mine from. So if now you may wait a little bit longer, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with waiting just a little longer, but some of these pieces I need to get in pretty quick for YouTube, but still saving $600. I mean, that's like another statue, man. I'm gonna go ahead and save that extra money.
Well, it's like a PO for another statue.
Yeah, well, you know what? The way we're going, Alan, you're right. There was the pieces we've been buying lately.
Statue anymore.
Yeah, I think the pieces we've been buying lately have all literally been $2,000 or more, at least. But there's just so many pieces that I'm still looking at, and I've got to be careful. But the one I want is $2,000. We'll talk about it here in just a minute because I've got it on deck.
I really don't know what the piece is. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You know what, Cypher? I need someone to help me a little bit. You know what? You're right, man. I need to just chill out. Yeah, you are so right. You're so right. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you know what? I saw this, Jax, and I really appreciate that. Adam's got he has some really good ideas. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does this year and how he expands that Star Wars line. Looking forward to that. I know Marcos has the Darth Maul on pre-order. You know what? It's going to be fun because that's coming up pretty soon. You know what we should do, Alan? We should do a double live unboxing. Your Terminator and my Terminator. You on your side?
No.
Okay, I'll be doing mine, and Alan will watch me sweat to death putting it together and get it all together. I was like, "Yep, that's what we'll be doing."
I don't know. Okay, well, I know you got the hydraulic scissor lift ready.
Oh, you know what? With that, and you know what? We're going to talk about that when I get it all together because it's in the other room now. All I got to do is wheel it in here, put that sucker on here, and hydraulic up to the Machi space, and just slide that sucker in there. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
it's going to be great. I actually ordered it, Alan, and I had to send it back because of a damaged wheel. And when I did, I contacted the company, and they had like $150 or $200 cheaper, and I bought it from them. So I got it cheaper. Yeah, sorry, man.
Seem to get all the good deals.
Well, I don't know, Alan. You're getting your Terminator first, and you got some good deals. Do you use points at all, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't work that much.
All the damn time. He's like, yeah, I sure do. Hey, calm down, Stanley, man. I'm trying to take it easy over here. I got anniversaries and stuff coming up too, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But we've Extreme Gamer, there's some orders right now that have been very, very expensive. So some of these are just that much to pre-order. Yeah, Alan's right. They just are. But let me bring this up here real quick. I know we've got Alan. I saw this week, and let me post it. Shout out to the collector that posted this too. I think it was Pablo, I believe. Let me bring this up here. And I know you've seen this before, Alan, but he did post this in the Berserk group this week. And man, I'm a little surprised. I really love this. I always have. I love this piece. And the more I see it, the more I realize how great it is. It's big. It's bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, it looks big.
It's pretty fantastic. This is an epic scene from the manga, so it's super cool to see this. I love how he's got it all together like this. I love the arrow stuck in the character too. That looks really cool.
Zod.
Yeah, Zod looks really cool. My goodness, that's awesome. That looks great. Looks great. I love the base. I love how they did this. I love how all the characters are on it like a dio and how this came together. I think this was like a $1,600 piece, if I'm not mistaken, when it came out. But now on eBay, it's selling for quite a bit of money. But it's so hard, Alan, to beat the Zod that you have by Prime 1. And I'm assuming that's why you never looked at this piece, because I know you've seen it before, correct?
I have.
Okay.
I've seen it, and for me, the first time I saw the Prime 1 version that I've got, I just fell in love with it, and that was it. Yeah.
No, rightfully so. I think that the one you have is superior, and I don't recall what the price was on that one, but I do know that there wasn't that many. Am I right? For the Prime one, there was like 200 or less. Is that right?
150.
Jeez, that makes it even better because it's just to me there's just less to go around. But
I think it was priced around 2,600
okay,
thereabouts.
And Alan, this piece is enormous. Like, I mean, I don't have to tell you that it's just enormous.
Sure it is. I do like the fact that you've got the main characters there, fighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you check out. Alan was kind enough to share some footage of his statue in his collection of Zod, and if you look at it inside, he added some special lighting to it with a torch, and you can see the LEDs on it. It's just great how that came together. Great piece. I think Alan, you have the better version for sure. But this one's great. I love seeing it in people's collection. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Great piece. Let me bring this up here real quick. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Now I need you to calm down, Marcos. So let me just look here real quick. So I had this on my list, and then I had it pre-ordered, then I canceled it, and now I want it again. So this is from an overseas collector that posted this picture this week, and let me tell you, this looks fantastic. This looks fantastic. I could care less for Alpha, to be honest, but it looks great. I love the way it came together. Is it just me, or he has an amazing Batman collection?
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And look, you can tell he's got talent, like just how he set things up and the way he made things look and the lighting and everything else. But I really love how this came together, this Dio. But this is the one that's been on my list. I heard somebody tell me the other day, I'm going to wait for a gray version of this, like a black version of Batman. I honestly don't think that wouldn't look as good. And this, let me tell you why. It doesn't mean, my opinion doesn't mean that it's right or it's wrong, but this is just the way I feel. I think the blue pops on the gray background.
Yes.
And that's why I think this version is the better version. I love the screens on it. I love he's on throne. I love his part of the Batcave. Marcos, I'll start with you. I don't know if you've seen these pictures in Godlike, but what do you think about this? It's starting to ship. Do you think this is worth picking up? It's still in stock, low stock at $2,000.
I think it's probably at the top of my head. I'm trying to think of 1/4 Batman statues. There's about 2 million of them, so it's kind of hard to pick out everyone. Right. But I think this is probably the best one. It definitely is like probably the most expensive one.
Sure.
It looks great with Alfred too, right there at the side of it. If you had both of the characters, they match very well. I don't like remember that extra deluxe one they have with the whole weird background? Like it just takes up space, I think, for no reason. If you just get this one with just the front area with the screens, I think it looks great. I agree with you, the blue. I think the blue is the way to go. He has a massive bolt. I'm looking at it right now. My gosh. Bat cup. They got Bat cup right there. My gosh, dude, Batman. Take it easy.
Relax.
But it looks great too with the background with the blue screen with the blue bat suit. And I think it looks really good with that yellow, the yellow and blue. I think I'm not the biggest blue Batman person. I do want one in my collection. I think I might go with the LBS one, the blue one, 1/3. I probably am going to do that actually. What am I talking? Okay, but this one, for me, I think it's the best 1/4 Batman. And it's for me, I'm more of it has to be kind of true to the scene. So the scene is obviously in the comic, it's a blue Batman too. So I think you should just go with that. Are they going to do a black one? Most likely, but I don't know.
You know what? I really want this, but we're going to try and hold strong. But I know what's going to happen this Sunday. I have strong suspicions. But Marcos, those are some great points. But I think you and I talked about it a while back. This was months back. But this is probably one of the best 1/4 statues for Batman there is. I think it is.
I think it is too. Like I said, there's so many. So I'm trying to think of every freaking one. Like put it this, I know it's cheaper, the Hush Batman that just came out in 1/4. Sure. But I think this is still better than that one. I don't know, I'm trying to think because it has the screens. It's way more expensive though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What is the retail on the deluxe version with the screens?
1800. $2,000. This one's $2,000
Okay.
with the screens.
Okay.
Marcos, I actually love the version 2, the Ultimate with the Batcave. The problem is it's so deep though.
It's too much. Yeah.
It just won't fit. But Matt Martin's getting that, and
really?
he's getting the Ultimate version of it, and he's getting this part. I wonder if he's going to take that back piece and then spin it around where you can see everything.
And
I
don't know.
For me, that's how it fit. That's how I would get it to fit, because it wouldn't fit over here.
Well, it's pedestal, and the reason I don't like that back piece too is like you would have to have it in like the middle of the room to really appreciate it, because it has to be looked at every corner. If you put it like on a shelf like that, it's the most pointless back piece of all time, because you're missing out on the whole back piece. So I get what you're saying. You could put it out front and like make it face forward, but I think that won't look that good in my opinion. But I think that if you just go with the straight deluxe one, man, I think it's the way to go. It's cheaper too, because that back piece is very expensive. I think the whole statue with it is a lot more money too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, man. I love every version of this piece. The only one I don't really like is the one that's very tiny. I don't really care for that too much. I love the screens. So I think I was talking with Chris. He had mentioned, man, I love this piece, but when these screens aren't lit up, they're just black. So it kind of maybe he would love to see like some decals or something on it. I think that would look cool too. But I'm trying really hard to say no, because I just ordered 3 statues. I'm really trying, but it's very difficult for me. Mr. Kiefer, your thoughts on this piece? It's already shipping.
I love it. It's like one of my favorite quarter scale Batman. This and the Batman vs. Killer Croc.
Oh, I love it.
Like 2 of my favorites that Prime One has, recently started putting together. I actually had the Alfred ordered months and months and months ago in anticipation of getting the Batman to go with it.
Sure.
And then I came to my senses and realized, what are you doing? You don't really collect comic anymore. You're doing more movie and manga pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I canceled my PO for Alfred and kind of like, I'm trying not to order this one, but I've got to tell you, I really do like it. I'm not saying you get it. I mean, I think your collection is going more kind of in the direction of mine, more movie. You like more realistic looking pieces.
Sure.
And I'm with you on that. But it's just so iconic. It's so
And I forgot to say too, like the screens, you can put a USB thing and do whatever you want on the screens as well. I remember that was like a big selling point they had. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't have to just be that background. I would just keep it like that, but you could put like a YouTube video on there. I guess I don't know how to do it. But you can put whatever you want on it.
I was gonna put our channel on there, like a video of us playing on there. That's what I was going to do.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but Brian, 1/4. I know you collect 1/4. And some of us have said this could be one of the best Batman statues made by Prime One. But what do you think?
I agree. I think it is probably one of the best Batman statues in quarter scale. I have a quarter scale that is also that blue-gray version. It's the old Sideshow one where he's on top of the gargoyle and he has like the super long cape that everybody was complaining about, which I think looks awesome. But in this particular collection, though, there's so much gray going on. I mean, you can see, of course, they have the Hush one on the left-hand side and Superman on the right, but there's so much gray that that being in the center up front really especially makes it pop. I mean, I think this is one of the best setups I've ever seen. I mean, I'm blown away by this. And I want a room tour after looking at just this one picture. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks incredible. I don't really typically collect the throne pieces necessarily. I like kind of more of a standing or a dynamic, kind of look, or even a museum pose. But man, I mean, this really does have everything a Batman collector would want. Yeah, it's incredible. It's obviously massive too. If he's got so is this the big one then that's like super deep and has
no, I don't think it is.
No.
I think this is the deluxe version, and the one you're talking about is the ultimate version. I will get some feedback from Matt because he is picking that up and see what he thinks. See if I made a big mistake by not getting the ultimate version. But I'm already talking about buying this. That's pretty bad, actually. But but again, this is a piece that I canceled, and I still really want. So we'll see what Comic Concepts can do. We'll take a look. Maybe not. We'll see. But I know what's going to happen on Sunday. It's always Sundays for us. But anyways, great piece from Prime One. Starting to ship now. This is an amazing statue. I cannot wait to see more from them. And this may come home, guys. We'll see. We'll see. Edwin was saying he would consider if it's 1/3, not Blue Batman in the collection. So
Nice.
Okay, fair. Let me go back to Ross's question here real quick. I know he had a question, and so Ross was asking, "Let me see your opinion on ordering the LBS Iron Man and the March 7 Studios. May wait for the unboxing." So, are you asking which one do you prefer between both? So, let me just tell you, someone that collects Iron Man and knows I've had so many different ones, and one that I really love the most. It was an iconic one for me. Was the classic one because I love the older Iron Man. I really did. LBS did a fantastic job with that. The question you have to ask yourself is this: are you looking for a more comic-based Iron Man, or are you looking for more of an MCU movie Iron Man? That is what you should base your decision on. Because if your collection is based straight comic and nothing else, it's easy. You should go with the LBS one. If you have more movie pieces, you can consider going with Mark 7 because that's my favorite one. I am basically going for more movies, but anybody could argue saying this. Well, Iron Man goes great with all of them. Like it doesn't matter if it's MCU or it's comic or whatever. In my opinion, the classic version didn't go well with movie pieces for me because of just the look of it. But what did go well is almost every Queen Studios Iron Man because of they have 85, they have Mark 7, Mark 1, 42, they had all of them. So that's just my opinion. Guys, what do you think?
For me, man, it's same point as you. It's just what you want in your collection, movie or comic-wise. Yep. I think they both have their pluses and minuses. The minuses on the LBS, I don't like the Tony Stark portraits. I know it's the old classic look, but at least he should, I think, gave like a more modern look of Tony Stark.
Yes.
And I think the base, like I love the Iron Man on the Queen Studios one. I think the base non-lit up, I've said it multiple times, looks horrific. I think, and we know Queen Studios has had issues with the paint jobs, but the light up feature looks great when it's lit up. But my thing always is, if it's not lit up, how does it look? Because that's 99% of the time, that's how it will look. Is not lit up because usually when you bring people in, that's when you start lighting stuff up, or maybe if you have a background show, this and that. So majority of collectors, though, 99% of the time, it'll be not lit. And I think that they just, I don't know what Queen Studios is doing. They make the Iron Man look amazing. And then right when they get to the base, like, we're done. Like, what are we doing here? Like, there's more to do. Like, and it's expensive, too. That's another thing. That's a very expensive piece. So like I said, they both have their pluses and minuses. I think, obviously, LBS is cheaper. You get more with that one, too. More portraits, more switch-outs.
A lot of switch-outs.
He said battle damage, correct? He just said
Mark 7. Iron Man 7.
Okay, and Jimmy and everybody knows Mark 7 is my favorite out of the MCU Iron Man suit. So, like I said, pluses and minuses. I think the paint job on Queens looks amazing. If you get the battle damage, it looks gonna look great. The clean one looks good. Man, what would I go with? Because I want a Tony Stark in 1/3 movie. I'll probably go with the Queen one, but. I don't know, but that base it pisses me off because they do such an amazing job. You know what they can do, and they just don't do the base. That's my issue. But
that's great points. Great points, Marcos. I mean, Brian, what do you think about this question? I mean, do you have an opinion on this?
Man, I'm probably the wrong person to be asking about Iron Man stuff, but when you compare them both, though. I mean, kind of what Marcus was saying, there's plus and minuses to both, right? I mean, whichever one, really just whatever appeals to you, man, The Queen Studios one, I love a light up feature. I think that just takes the statue. I think that just kicks it up a notch. And I think every company should try to incorporate a light up feature as much as they possibly can into everything that they do or anything that they do.
I agree.
So, I mean, that alone, the Queen Studios one. I would go with that.
OBS does light up too. It's just not as much.
It does.
Right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
It does light up.
It's a little bit of light up, yeah, in the base. Not like
His
it's not
helmet
as it's not as prominent, I guess you could say, as the Queen one though.
Well, the LBS is also a lot more colorful, I would say. It seems just a lot brighter. So depends on if you're looking for, I guess, more of a gritty, kind of look versus a very refined, polished look. But I tend to go towards the gritty and the dark. So that would be my choice.
Also, if you're a big Alex Ross fan, it's like it matches an Alex Ross Iron Man. 100%.
It does. It does, especially the one where he's looking away.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're big, and Ross, you just got to think about it too. Like, what are you like? Are you collecting? What could these pieces go with more in your collection too? Like, would the 1/3 Tony Stark from MCU go better with your collection, or will the LBS? That's another thing you should think about. Which one would match up better?
In footprint too.
Both of them aren't too crazy in the footprint. That's a good thing.
It didn't look like they were. Yeah.
No.
Both one.
I mean, I would say, Jimmy, you're the Iron Man expert.
Well, not expert, but
out of all of us.
Yeah. But Mr. Kiefer, do you have any opinion on this?
Well, my opinion is if you're a comic collector, then go with LBS. If you're more of a movie collector, go with the Queen. I mean, that's basically, for me, what it comes down to, unless you want to mix and match in your collection. For myself, I'm going more towards movie pieces. I know I've got the comic-based Hulkbuster by XM, and that's going to stay in the collection for a while. I just love the paint scheme. I love the colors. I love how it was done. The concept of Iron Man coming out of the top. So I'll hold on to that, even though it's not really matching the direction of my collection right now.
Sure.
But if I were to buy one today, if I had to choose between the two, I would be looking at the Queen Studios version. Yeah. And for me, probably the clean version.
Okay. Yeah. The clean version.
I just like the clean suit a little bit better. The colors pop a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
I love the light up feature. And Marcos is right about, it may not look as good when it's not lit up. But man, when you plug that baby in.
Yeah, that thing's sick. That's sick.
It's great. So I can overlook certain things because of that.
Yeah. Well, it'll be hooked up to Alexa. Like Iron Man will be hooked to Alexa. So when I say turn on Iron Man, it'll literally turn on the arc reactor, and then the other Queen Studios one. It'll all come together. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Well, if a certain custom company comes out with a third scale Tony Stark Iron Man with an exposed portrait, that might hook me in.
Oh, I could see that. And Ross, look, I did want to mention this too before. I mean, if you'd like to wait for the unboxing, feel free, because I'll get that pretty soon. But always do this: never buy something that costs this much money off someone else's opinion. Buy it because you love it and it matches your collection, and that this is the one you want to go with. If this piece speaks to you, that's what you should spend your money on, not the one that I want, the one that you want. And what I would go with is the one that matches my collection the best. Another thing that I did notice about this, and I don't know if this matters to you or not, but on the Mark 7, the arc reactor looks more realistic to what the arc reactor should look at. And let me tell you, that's very important to me, and because I collect Iron Man. And going in, when I opened the Mark 1 and I unboxed it, that was the one thing that I said this is like the best Iron Man piece ever, because the arc reactor matched exactly to the one that he made in the beginning. So I was super excited for that. Look, those things may not matter to anybody but me, but those things that I really enjoy. Okay, so again, really collect what you love, not because we say so. Okay, and whatever you get, share it with us. I'd love to see it. Okay. Edwin had a question too. Good question. Yeah, you know what? That's a fair question, Edwin, right? Because do we this is when I use my lighter feature when my boys come over. My boys come over and they walk in the room like, oh my God, look at this stuff, whatever. And I'll turn it on. And they're like, dude, you got to be kidding me.
I got this guy on right now, man.
Yeah,
I turn them on. I use them a lot, to be honest.
yeah, and that's great, man. I actually used the light up feature on on RDJ the other day. Somebody came in and wanted to see it, and I lit it up, and they just couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it. Everybody that walks in are just gravitated to this wall over here. But now when they walk in, the first thing you see is this. They're like, "Oh my God, let me see." They just kind of gravitate and look at it. They turn around, they see Mark 1, and they say, "You love Iron Man." So I do. So, but yeah, I mean, again, go with what you really love. And I do use light up features. I can't say it's done all the time, but I do. Battle had a question too. What were you gonna say?
Especially if they're a plugin. If it's a plugin light up
Yes.
feature, it's so much easier to do. And obviously, you're not worrying about batteries, and you accidentally leave it on, and then you drain all the batteries, and you got to go get more batteries.
Yeah.
But if it's a plugin type thing, I mean, I turn them on all the time.
Wow. Yeah. I like to use a lot of features. I do. I think they're great. I always have that concern is that, man, I don't want to move it around or move the statue because I feel like sometimes that could maneuver the wires where it doesn't work anymore, but I never really had that problem. Battlecat was asking, anyone in the panel getting Hulk 1/3 silicone from Queen? I know you're getting that one, my friend. I'm super excited for you. And I know you got Predator display, Ali. I don't think anybody here is getting that, Battlecat. I know that it's a fantastic piece. I know when I first saw it, I absolutely loved it. I would have loved to see them finish that line because I feel like that line would have looked altogether Thor, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man together would have looked fantastic. I really wanted to see more from them, and I'm pretty sure if they had that license still, and they probably will have that, in the future. I'm thinking they'll get that back, and when they do, they'll finish that line. And that'll be good. And just an FYI, hint, Queen Studios, please do Mark 1 and 1/3 scale. I would love to see that. It would be great. So, or Mark 3, 1 and 3 would be great. But congratulations on this piece, Battlecat. This is probably the best Hulk that's going to be made. I really do believe that it's going to be great for movie wise. Anyways, movie wise, yes. LBS holds a comic version. I think they did great with that. Oh, Emmanuel, great to see you, man, from France. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate you very much.
Oh, nice. Oh, I thought you said he did. Oh, nice. Almost.
Oh.
Almost. Gotcha.
And Lane, I do see your question, but let me pull it up here because I know this is a hot topic right now, and I want to get your opinion, Marcos, because a lot of people have been talking about this recently. Yeah, let me get this up here real quick. Brian as well. I know, Brian, you posted in our chat this week, but Harley Quinn was announced this week, and going through the pictures and looking through things, let me say I really appreciate the price point. I think that was an awesome price. I personally love the portrait. I do. Now, to be fair, I don't have the other, so let's just say I didn't have that. This one would make sense for me. Let me tell you what my argument is, and you guys tell me if you agree, if you don't agree, is that this base could have been way better than what they went with. I think that this was a miss for them on the base. I don't really appreciate that they have her like tiptoeing, and I'll tell you why. Because it reminds me of the last sculpt that they just took on roller skates and put that version on her here.
That's literally the same. It's the same statue, Jimmy. They just
they literally just removed the wheels.
Yeah, that's all. They repainted and made a new base. That's all they did.
Yeah, I really don't appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get them benefit of the doubt, but you know what? And I understand what they did here. You could say, that they could have did a better job with this piece, even if they changed out like, her feet and her ankles. I would have definitely changed that. I don't really like the base too much. Now, is it a fair price? $700? Marcos, I'll start with you, man. Like, what do you think about this piece?
That was like the thing people actually were pissed off about.
Okay.
Brian, what was retail for the last one, Hell on Wheels? I actually don't know because you got it.
Yeah, I have that one. It was $590 for the deluxe. that had a
and
swap
then
out yet.
and you got to swap out. Yeah, so there's no swap out. Same pose, but new sculpt. The only portrait. So for the Hell on Wheels one, I didn't like that statue at all in general. I didn't like the pose. I didn't like the portraits. I still don't like the portraits on this. But I think the outfit is my favorite outfit. I like the Jester. So I was thinking about like when they teased, I'm like, okay, here we go. Let me see. And then I realized it was just a copy paste and the different thing. I actually do like the base. I think the base is a slick base. I like that. It's better than the last one, I think. Okay. The suit looks good. The portrait, I still will say it's a horrible portrait. I don't know what it is. It just does not look like Harley Quinn. Okay. And the price point people are upset about. Like I said, I can't really talk about too much about that. But if it's more than the last one, that makes zero sense to me. So it does to me. I'm just tired of. I'm annoyed with they keep doing the same characters, and I'm very annoyed that they keep doing the same fucking statue. Just do like if you didn't do the same character, do a different statue. I get why they do it though. We talked about it last time. It's like it's cheaper just to use the same sculpt, and they don't have to pay for a new sculptor and all that stuff. I get it, but still. Yeah, that's my issue with it. Just like, why are we doing the same characters unmasked? That's fine too, yeah. But like, why are we doing the same characters and then why are we doing the exact same statue, which is just a different outfit, you know? So, or a different scale, you know? Like that's what people are really getting pissed off. I hope this does horribly because I want companies to stop doing this.
Well, let me ask you this, Marcos. Let's just say a collector didn't buy the Hell on Wheels.
Good for them. They could get this. Yeah, I get it. I get the point.
Do you think they should go for the other or they should go for this one here?
It just depends on what outfit you like. Right. And I think this is a better outfit. So I think overall, for me, I think this is a better statue just because the outfit's better. But I still, like I said, I still cannot stand that portrait. Yeah. I like the outfit more though, and I like the base actually a lot more than the last one.
What really bothers me, Marcos, is look. Maybe this is just me, but it bothers me so much that it says Harley Quinn on it. Like it should be some type of storytelling base, something different. I feel like they didn't go all out with the base.
Yeah, they got cheap. But for me, actually, on a lot of my anime statues, it has the character's name, and I actually do like it. Some people don't though.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people don't. So for me, I don't care about that. But I get your point. I should have made a little bit more, but you know. Yeah.
Well, and to be fair to the Hell on Wheels, it says Harley on it also.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that when you look at that one compared to this one, though, I think that the base is a little bit. To me, it's better.
The only thing I don't like on bases is like that Harry Potter one where it says Warner Bros. You know.
Oh, I hate that, man.
Yeah, I hate that. I can't stand that. Like I cannot do a statue with DC or Marvel. I'm like, get that off. But if it has the character's name, I like it to an extent. I actually do like it more sometimes. But yeah, those are my opinions. Everybody can go ahead.
Go ahead, Brian.
On the old one, the base, you know, it was supposed to be like a neon kind of a thing that they just didn't paint. That's where there was a massive missed opportunity. They should have done that as a light up feature on the old one. But I agree. I think this one's kind of slick.
Yeah, I like it.
I did not have a good opinion on this when I first looked at it, and then I started going through all the pictures. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of liking this.
I can't stand it, man.
Yeah, Marcos likes company brand.
Yeah.
I can't stand it, dude. It looks so bad.
Yeah, let's put DC real big on the front of this.
Yeah,
it looks so ugly.
So
no, but I wasn't really into it at first, and the more I was looking at it, I was like, God, you know, I'm kind of digging it. You know, JWR, and he mentioned something a while back, how if they had just done this pose like opposite of the current one, and you could have them both kind of facing each other with, you know, looking over the shoulder while facing each other. I mean, that would have been so cool, but they just kind of did it. But they just did a rehash of this, but I don't mind it. I don't have a Jester version of Harley in this, and I actually do like the portrait a lot. There's certain poses or certain pictures here where you kind of see everything, and to be honest, you know, the tippy toe thing, it just kind of adds to kind of like the mischievous nature. I feel like, you know, like she's getting away with something and about to run off or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't want to like it, but I do. Damn it.
Yeah. There we go. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem.
Well, I'm not saying I'm ordering it, but I am saying that I do like it, though.
Well, I mean, Brian, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if this is a piece that you love, I like it. I do. I think that
Yeah.
there's some changes on here that should have happened, though. I think they should have looked at that closer and said, you know what? Let's change this part up. Let's do a little bit. I mean, you could have the same statue, but my God, the same exact pose with that. I mean, I don't think that was the right move for them. It looks off because she's on her tiptoes like that. And if you put the other one together, you would clearly see what, what's missing here. To me, that would just not be good. But I think JWR was onto something. If they would have made them the opposite direction like that would have been really nice, actually.
That's too much money. It's too much. It's too much money. Too much money to do that. It's too much money. They can't.
Yeah, it may be.
It's too much money.
It may be. Alan, the thoughts on this?
Well, I don't know, but just going off of the last comment that it would be too much money to do a mirror image of it. I mean, it's digital.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that difficult.
Alan, it was a joke. I was just saying it's too much. Too much money. Too much money for the bottom line. That's all.
I mean, because there are changes here in the suit. Obviously, I mean, they gave her the ruffles on the wrist. They removed the belt from the old one, and the shorts, and the jacket, and everything. So I mean, they did spend some time on the sculpt. Same pose, different sculpt. Just kind of rotate vertically, swap.
Yeah, I know exactly. But like I said, it was my bad. I should have done this. Too much money, too much in development. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't understand the price increase. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, the base is lazy.
It is lazy.
I'm sorry. Some people will like it. That kind of a base. I don't know. For me, it doesn't do it. I love the anatomy, and I love the paint job.
Yeah.
The portrait looks okay for me. It's not horrible. But I don't have any skin in the game because I don't do comic pieces. But for those people that do, I don't know. I think they'll be happy with this. But I think the price is a bit much for what you're getting.
Mm-hmm. I do agree.
Yeah, I mean, God, this is like just. I'm sorry, I just don't like this base. I just don't like it. They could have been something way different from this.
I don't love it, but. Like I said, Jimmy, it's too much money. That's what probably happened. It's too much money.
And it's funny. Because this is the second time they've done the statue, and they haven't done the base well on either one.
That's rough.
Yeah,
I like this. I like this one more than the last one, the base.
Okay.
Well, I like this one more than the last one.
Jimmy, go to the picture where you see her from the waist up, looking over her shoulder, kind of more from the front side. It's a few back.
Yeah,
it's a few back the other way.
You can just
just keep going. I'll tell you, it's about 5 more. 2 more. Right there. See, I think that looks great.
It does look great.
The paint job looks good, and like I said, the outfit's the best part about it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Anatomy, like Alan said, is really good. It just, I don't know. I didn't like the portrait in the last one. I don't like it now. And the fact that they don't give you an extra portrait is annoying. And the fact that they did the same exact statue is pretty. Like I said, I just think, like I said, if you get this, good for you. I just hope this fails because I want companies to start learning. They won't learn if you don't buy. So.
Okay, look at what Jeff said here. This is a great bring.
That's true. That's a great point.
This is a great bring. So, I mean, that base is incredible. That base is incredible. And yeah, and then they did this that was just very lackluster. Now, listen, if you plan on buying this piece, congratulations. I think it has a great portrait. There are just some things on here that I just didn't really care for, and I thought they could have did a little bit better.
I think I know why they're not doing that other portrait too, by the way, because I know a lot of collectors complained on the original one that they were doing this jester portrait on that other one, which just did not fit at all. So it really wouldn't fit for her to have the opposite on this one too. And maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe that's why they did that.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Well, listen, like I said, if you plan on getting that piece, congratulations. I think that there could have been some things done differently, especially on that base. I think that it could have been done.
Quick question. I know we all said it's overpriced. I know Jimmy said it wasn't, because I get it, Jimmy. We buy stupid statues, so like $700, like, dude, that's a bargain deal, So like $700, but like,
I was like, oh, that's a great deal.
Yeah, sideshow prices though. I get what people are saying. So what do you guys think the price should be though? In chat too. Everybody in the chat, say what you want to say.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, I think it should be 550. But
Okay.
that's me.
Whatever the last one was priced at, that's what this one should be.
Yeah, it should be the same
That's
price.
a perfect point right there too. If anything, lower if you want to go there because it's less of a.
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
old one was 590. I think this one should be 550. I mean, Jeff made a great point right there. You know what Batgirl costs, and look what you get with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like you.
That's a character tax though, because I love Batgirl, but who's more popular? Harley Quinn, Batgirl, B character.
That's why
Batman.
they're doing it too.
A
That's
character.
why they're doing it, and the old one sold out too. You know,
Like I said,
it's more expensive.
I like a lot of stuff Satcher. I really hope this fails because I want companies to learn you can't be lazy and just throw out slop. But the thing is, I know this is gonna sell well. So it's Harley Quinn, Jester
Harley
outfit.
Quinn,
Exactly.
Jester
I
outfit.
know it's gonna sell, but
Yep.
me hoping it just doesn't do well, and they learn. Okay, we can't do this next time. People are learning. People are being better with their wallet. But I know it's not going to work. So,
but again, the first one sold so well, and it was a great pose, and they know it. You know,
Right.
it's selling well on the secondhand market too. I mean,
and if you really want to be honest, the Jester outfit is more iconic than the Hell on Wheels outfit.
Oh, it is.
The new 52 look of Harley Quinn. I'm not a big fan, but
I
know this is going to sell. Hopefully,
I don't have a Jester costume version too, man. I'm gonna
Brian was coming out with one. I'm waiting for it, Brian. Please wait for it. It will be a lot more.
You know,
it will be a lot.
You know what, Brian? I don't have a Batman on Throne either, so I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Jimmy, you're just talking yourself. Might as well just do a live PO at this point.
I'm talking myself into it.
I know I'm talking myself into this one.
Yeah, usually I need Alan to tip me over the edge on Sundays, and sure enough, I ended up buying it, whatever. I was like, oh man, you should because of this, and this. And I was like, you know what, you're right, Alan, I should, and I just buy it. So, but we'll see what happens Sunday, Alan. I have strong suspicions that we'll be ordering that on Sunday. This guy was at work, but still happened to pick this up this week of a bottleneck. I saw the notification. I immediately messaged my wife to get on. To make an account so she can pick this up for me. I knew it saw it instantly, and this is the 3D version of it. This was $200, but I just love this art print. And why have one when you can get both versions? So I bought both of them.
Wow. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I ended up getting one, and she ended up getting the other one.
Now you're waiting for is a Jane D Neo now, right?
That's exactly what I need, man. That's exactly what I need. And I really wanted this. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I've got to jump on this. So I pulled every trick out of the hat as I was working. I still had to make sure I got this, and I ended up getting it. And then, of course, 15 seconds later, all of them were sold out. Nothing left.
It was funny. You're like, I missed out on the. I'm like, dude, tomorrow. This is a pre-sale. You got tomorrow, but you got to be on time. With, bottleneck. So.
Yeah, man. I was bummed. They had a Goonies one too.
I saw that.
You guys saw that.
Yep.
That one was so awesome, man.
I love the Goonies.
No idea that it would come out. I went in there, already gone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. and Brian, there's always like 4 or 5 versions of them in different colors, and I saw that one. It kind of screamed Brian's name. I was like, man, that looks like some Brian would get.
Dude, I watched that movie.
I did, however, I was able to score the Del Auto Joker print on Sideshow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you did?
It was waitlisted for the longest time. I just went on there today, and they just happened to have one available. So I'm like, all right, so I grabbed it, and then it immediately went to waitlist again. So somebody must have just canceled theirs. And
wow.
Yeah, I grabbed that.
Well,
Jimmy, are these lenticular?
The one of them is has the 3D effect. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the green one.
Yeah, the green one has the 3D. It's actually green, but when you turn it, it looks like this. So you can turn it back and forth, and it looks like the Matrix writing on it. But this one here is just standard.
Got it.
And I wanted both of them so terribly bad, and I was able to get them both.
Great. Yeah, congrats.
Man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I love that green one.
Yeah, we may do a live when I get them in, frame them up. We'll see how it looks. Lane was asking if I'm getting Prime 1 Neo, and let me tell you, Lane, I wanted a Neo so terribly bad for so long, and I'm gonna wait because I have suspicions J&D will do one, and if they do, it'll probably be a double. I see them doing a double with Neo and Trinity together, or Neo and Morpheus together. No brainer. I need it.
Neo, I think Neo and Mr. Smith would be better than all those.
Neo and what?
Mr. Smith, like a
that would be sick.
Yeah, that would be better. I think
that would be sick. Yeah, you know what? I would. I'm all in. I'm all in. I don't even gotta see a price. I'm gonna get that. So, where's it going? I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because I got space on this side now. So,
but hey, hold up though. J&D never does it. Say Off-World never does. You probably get that.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. I hope J&D does Neo. I hope they do Bane, Dark Knight. If it comes anywhere close to that Christopher Reeves or that Pattinson, I'm all in for that. Or that Harrison Ford, with
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. My God, I'm all in. I have to pick that up. I got the pleasure of meeting Lane, and that's where I got to see some of my first J&D pieces because he's got a couple, and I was just blown away by the detail and how great they are. And I had no plans on buying one, and then Alan was in the chat. Hey, good deal. You should get it. This is why, how much it is, and use code Godlike, and boom! 15 minutes later, I had it in my cart, and it was already on the way. So, yeah, great piece. I'm looking forward to see what J&D does. I'm just not quite sure yet what they end up doing. This was also, I just wanted to show this off too because, yeah, here we go. Man, I got to hold strong, hold the line. Noah posted it this week after he did. If you didn't catch the live unboxing with us, Noah did post this this week and a ton of other pictures too. How amazing is this piece, man? How incredible is this statue? I love everything about it. If it was 1/3, it would have been home already. But it's just a great statue, and I still really want this one too. It's a great one. So Brian has it, Alan has it, Matt Martin has it now, Angel Luna now has it now. We did some enabling this week, and we sold a few. So a few went out. Great piece. I don't know, Alan. I don't know. Still on the fence with that.
Yeah, that's good.
I got to make a choice.
It's probably too late now anyway. They're all gone.
Oh, good.
I love when that happens. Actually, oh, it's all gone. Okay, no.
No, are they actually, or are you just saying they probably are?
No, I don't know if they are or not.
Well, there's one.
Comic Concept still has it.
Okay, and Marcos, if I recall, regarding the J&D guts.
Yeah.
Your response was, well, if I get it, it's okay. If I don't get it, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then a little birdie got to you and said, hey, I think I know what you get.
I don't know who that was. He's an ass.
Yeah, and then suddenly the next day, guess what I just PO'd?
Wait, listen.
You
Yeah. But Alan, I want to thank you about that. Like I said, that piece, I wasn't, I wasn't rushing to it, but if opportunity came, I had the money. I was gonna do it, and guess what happened? Opportunity came. I had the money. I was like, I'm gonna do it. So,
yeah, dude, I think you're gonna be super happy with it.
Now I'm the biggest J&D fan. I'm getting all the Snyderverses, Justice League. I'm getting everything J&D now. I'm selling everything off.
So
okay.
I got to tell you guys, I have a window open right now.
Right.
When Battlecat mentioned Detail Studio, I don't really know much about them, but I did a search to look at the Predator he was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
It pulled up a Silent Hill 1/3 scale Nerf statue.
Oh no! Is it
Brian's face? I've seen that face, Brian face. He's like looking at Candyman in the past, like, oh, gosh,
dude,
he owed it.
Let me guess, it's not that great.
It's amazing.
Oh God, dude!
Damn it!
Oh man!
Who's a designer studio? What was the name?
It's Detail Studio, Silent Hill.
I haven't heard of them either.
I mean, if you want, I'll share. I'll show you guys.
Yeah, sure.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
Yeah, Battlecat's got some great pieces coming in here shortly, and I look forward to seeing that. He just got the Aquaman in. He was kind enough to share some footage of that. Alan, it's amazing.
Yeah, I know it's big.
It's amazing. It's big. It's huge.
Well, Jason Momoa is not a little guy.
No, he's not little. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna bring that up here, Brian. Oh, it's on sale too, Brian.
I know, dude.
It's not a bad price. $267.
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's one of the nurses from the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alan, they walk all crooked and weird looking.
It's awesome.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah, they walk all weird.
Yeah.
That's why she's posed like
Seriously, Brian?
Oh, I love this.
Oh my god!
This is a very popular
I love
character
it.
in this IP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Well-
would freak me out.
Well, let's break this down real quick.
Yeah.
It's a female statue. It's 1/4. It's got something to do with horror, and
A lot of
it's
skin
on
showing.
sale.
A lot of skin showing.
And she's got that Brian collection vibe. Is it just me, or I don't know?
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
It's not that great, Brian. You don't need it. It's not that great.
Yeah. I don't need it. Right, Jimmy?
It's not that great, man. It's terrible.
All
I'll
right.
tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. If you still want it in the morning, that's when you should buy it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Brian. We'll Photoshop it into your collection on Sunday for you, and
Yeah.
we'll put little bows
Yeah.
on it and stuff, whatever. And
Yeah.
then
This is going to look so good right here.
Brian,
So, go ahead, Alan. Go ahead.
have you considered that piece from PCS? What is it? Species?
oh, species, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The species one. You know,
That third scale.
yeah, it is really cool. I liked the movie when it first came out. I'm not in love with the movie.
Okay.
I also like the whole Geiger, kind of aspect to it.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Yeah. This is from the movie. This is definitely from the movie. Prime One has the rights to the game, which they just teased that they got the license. We haven't seen anything yet, but I'm really looking forward to that.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This one's gonna be on my mind all night. So
I could see it on your mind right now. Like right now, you still want it. I can see it. Look, it's right there.
yeah, it's right here, man.
Yeah.
mean,
So
you know,
it's an unlicensed
one-
company. Yeah.
it's a 1/3, and it's not a bad price.
Oh, it's 1/3.
Yeah, it's 1/3.
It's 1/3.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look a little bit more, see what it's made out of, and
Yeah.
just dig in a little bit more.
What was
I'm
the
just
price?
I'm not familiar with these guys.
Yeah. You know what we should do to this evening? We'll look at a review on YouTube and see what it comes up. That'll give you some better idea. But what's the price tag on that one?
It's $845.
$845. Well,
It's probably one
Yeah,
box
1/3.
too. It's probably not a big.
yeah, one box.
Yeah, one box.
I would do a little research for a purchase, but
I'm
it
going
almost
to.
like
It's it says estimated completion 2025 Q3, so it's got a little.
oh, it's not
time.
even out yet.
It's not even out yet.
Okay.
No.
Well, it looks like a pretty good piece. Looks like a Brian piece, but I will do some research before I purchase, see what their background is and what else they've done. I personally have never heard of them.
Yeah,
But I know Battlecat's talked about them.
Yeah, I've never heard of them either. And this is interesting. Payment method: Hong Kong bank transfer.
Like I said, it's a licensed company. I have a website that you can go off and buy it off of that I use. It's just like customs, but like in unlicensed companies, there's websites you can use, and it's a lot easier than whatever they just said. The Hong Kong transfer. That sounds like some
Gotcha.
GG something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, great piece, Brian. I'm pretty sure you'll be buying that. So let me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Battlecat.
Yeah. This was shown this week from Sideshow. Already, they showed off their Archangel. But every time I see this character, I can only think about the fan art one that I know of, and that one is just amazing. Like, it is incredible. This is a very close second. I think it looks great. I think this one's really awesome. I like it. I really do. I love the pose. I love how it has that museum feel, and I know it comes out with switch outs. Alan, did you see this week, and what do you think?
Yeah, actually, again, I'm not a Marvel collector and I don't do comic stuff, but I have to say, I think this comes with 2 portraits,
It does.
which is really nice for collectors.
Sure.
The other thing I noticed is the way that the red sections on the suit are raised a little bit, gives it a little extra dimension.
Sure.
I like that, and I like the fact that even though it's got wings, they did a pose that's going to be relatively easy to display.
Yeah,
If it had open wings, look great, but
it would.
they chew up a lot of display room.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I like the paint job on the suit. I think it looks great.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, it looks really good. I think this is a great representation of the character. I love that they did it. I do love the base. I'm trying to get past that fan art one, because it's just really fantastic.
Can you bring up the second portrait they showed?
I can find it. But Brian, what do you think about this piece? I know you're still looking at Silent Hill, but what do you think about this piece?
Actually, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. No, I do. I think this looks great. I saw this earlier this week too. I think it's an awesome pose. It's definitely going to have a smaller footprint.
I love that. Yeah,
I love that too. It's just I got to be honest. I don't really know the character that well, but I do really love how this looks. Just so as long as this is representative of the character in the aspect that everybody knows the character. It seems to me like this is a no-brainer. I mean, have they ever made this character before? I'm not familiar.
Not Sideshow, but other companies have. Like XM has 1/6 and 1/4, I believe. And then
excellent.
How does this fall in line with what those guys have done?
The XM one is like I think I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's like a flight. Like he's like about to fly. It's like an action pose. It's not like a museum. I gotta find that one actually. I haven't seen it in a while.
I'm gonna bring this other portrait up too.
Yeah, I actually like the other portrait. It's like that X-Men look,
So, I mean, I love that paint job, Alan. You are right, man. That paint job is fantastic on this.
Yeah, if the factory can pull off the way this looks, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, this would be really good.
Yeah,
great piece from Sideshow. I know they're going to do well with this pre-order. Marcus, do you like this piece?
Basically, everything Alan said, I agree with. Besides, I don't like. It's just like a personal pet peeve thing with people with wings. I'm not saying you have to go full wings out, but you have to be in an action pose. Like your wings have to be somewhat in a flight stance. I guess you can try kind of say if that makes sense. So I don't like when wings are just at the side only like that. Yeah. He looks stiff, And when the characters with wings should not look stiff. They should look very free, They shouldn't look restricted. But I like Alan said, the suit I really like in the paint job. Like what did you say, Alan? Like the red parts are like elevated or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah. You can see it's slightly raised.
Raised area, yeah.
That in the wet areas. Yeah, it adds a little dimension to it. Looks good.
Yes, and then I like the second portrait we're showing here. Like I said, is that it's like that classic 80s, 90s X-Men comic look. I like that. The only thing is I'm just not a fan of 1/4 museum, and I'm definitely not a fan of people with wings looking stiff, with wings that are stiff.
That's fair.
I like a lot of it though. I like the skulls at the base though. Like, I like that skull. They had a lot of statues recently that a lot of flight characters looking up, kind of like remember the Green Lantern one was like looking straight up. The Superman one as well. This one, they're very tall for 1/4. They're all like 20 to 30 inches tall. So smaller bases, but they're always looking up and a lot taller. So they're kind of doing that a lot lately with their statues and with like characters that can fly. So,
I mean, there's another company doing this right now that they're making the X-Force version and they're making the standard version of the character. And it has a museum pose where their wings are kind of draped and wrapped around him. But the most incredible part is the base that shows where Angel went into like that chamber and came out as Archangel. And that's what he's standing on. And I just think it's brilliant. Not to mention the sculpt is just fantastic on that piece. But take nothing away from Sideshow. They've done a great job with this piece. I think it's going to sell well for them. I really
Glad
do.
they're doing a new character too, man. Like they haven't done.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I really do.
They've done they've gone deep on the X-Men line. They've done almost every character. There's still a lot more to do, but they've done a lot. They need a Jubilee though. Jubilee is one of the OG in the show, man. They got
Jubilee would be cool.
Yeah, man.
Jubilee would be cool. I'd love to see more of those and see what they end up doing with that. But great pick. I mean, I love this character, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they end up doing with it. Let me bring this up here real quick. Oops. Did I just get out of that? Oh yeah, here we go. This was shown today by Lewis. I think he posted it this week. But, geez. I don't know what we're going to be using next, Alan, to move our pieces around, whatever. Maybe a forklift or whatever. But let me see. We'll be doing a forklift next week. The little cart won't cut it anymore.
Oh,
Lewis,
gosh,
look how big this is, man. Like, man, if you're a DBZ collector, that's pretty awesome. But it's big, and he makes. I think he's got more life-size pieces too. So, what's shipping on this? Like, $8,000? I don't know.
No, luckily there's no real base. I guess you could say that'll help out with shelf.
Right.
No, it's just like two stubs, but still ridiculously tall. Those Brawly busts are the funniest things ever. Like those things are just mad. They make the Thanos bust look small. So
yeah,
I mean, make that bust look small. That bust is huge.
Yeah, they had a few of fan art pieces from DBZ that it's just a bust, but it's literally bigger than somebody. The whole thing is just massive. It looks like it would come up from I don't know. I don't know what their scaling they use on this, but it's just so massive. I mean, you're right, Marcos. It's bigger than that.
Yeah, that Brawly is just ginormous character though. That's why.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's somewhat 1-to-1, but they're just ginormously huge characters. They're not human size, if that makes sense. They're 3 times us. So that's why a 1-to-1 bus is ginormous. Like it's too big. Yeah. This one's ginormous too. My gosh.
Well, if you end up getting this piece, let me know. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see the new collection. But what a great piece, and just if you've got the room, awesome. Congratulations. Let me bring this up here real quick because I did want to show this off to you. Over at, let me see here. And I know we talked about this week, Alan. So let me bring this up. So we were talking about it this week, and even with Matt Martin too, we had mentioned it that the XM Alien, the Hive Warrior, there's a brown and there's actually a black version. It is on sale right now, Alan, 30% off with free shipping. So I did the math; it's like $1,100 or something like that.
Yeah, I like the black version.
I do too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna get.
I know you were talking about that alien or the Predator King on Throne.
Yes.
I think the black character of this alien would look good. Yeah. I think that would look good with that Predator King. Just a thought. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I saw your pictures, Alan, and I really love that statue. I just wish Prime 1 would do it and do a bigger version of it. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
It would literally be it would be a no-brainer for me not to buy that. And you know what? I could totally see them doing that. Because they're getting to a point.
That scorched, what is it? Scorched alien?
Scorched, yep.
Yeah, that one's going to have a similar type of xenomorph egg thing going on the base.
I got that one actually on deck too for the teaser also. But I know I'm most likely going to buy that one. That's probably the one I'm going to buy because I love the movie, first of all. And then second of all, I love the base because it has the facehuggers just like this on it. Mm-hmm. This is a very tall piece, but this is the one we talked about, the black version of this one going well with Ripley. I think that would look good.
Yes. Yeah. It would go very well with Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love how Noah set the Tusk alien with his and with his Ripley. I think that looks really good. Any alien piece will look good. Ripley 1/4. So
Yeah, and you're starting from scratch, and you like Noah already had the Tusk alien.
oh yeah.
So it's kind of a no-brainer to put Ripley with it. But if you're starting from scratch and you're going to get Ripley, then the black version of this would be.
Yeah, and Alan, I don't know if you got this in our chat. Oh, look, here's the gray version right here. Look.
Yeah, the black one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me click on it, but yeah, I think this one looks way better, honestly.
Yeah, I do too. I love that base, man. All those face huggers.
I do
so
too.
Creepy.
It is creepy. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you caught this. I know I posted it in our group, but this piece here, if anybody was interested in the Queen Studios Joker and police uniform with rooted hair 1/3 scale, it is 50% off right now, off of $13.37, and I think that's free shipping. That's free shipping on top of that.
Wow.
So let's do the math real quick.
What an amazing deal.
Like 6.
So 13.
That's in the 600s.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
670, something like that, right?
Yeah, let's see. Minus, yeah, you're saving $668.50. So, I mean,
It's just like you have to be a real Heath Ledger fan to get this, because like this is like it's a half a second in the movie, like him and the police.
I think it's cool though. I kind of
cool.
like that. They have so many of the other version. It's just it's cool to have something like this.
Like I said, if you have like a whole dedicated wall to Joker, like Heath Ledger, like you have to get this, and especially at this price, you got to get it now. Like there's no excuse. It's like when Jimmy got the Predator with free shipping at $230. Like Jimmy, if you've been talking about this for a year, if you're not getting it now, you're never gonna get it. And he's like,
you're right. And I pull the trigger that day.
Same thing with this. Like if you can't buy that, like if you don't want to buy it at $650, you just don't want it. This is the best price you'll get on it.
This is such a great deal for half price, free shipping, rooted hair, Queen Studios police uniform, Joker. If you're a fan of this scene, this character, this is the way to go right here.
Just know this: if it's that much off though, discount, you're not going to sell this at a good price. That's for sure. So just know this is probably staying for a long time.
But like you said, if you're a big fan, and if you have that Blitzway Prime 1, this would be really cool to put right next to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, this would be really nice. I think this is a great one. Yeah. Oh, exclude shipping. Great deal still. I didn't know it was
they have a
good
bust, right? Didn't Queen do a bust on this or Infinity with this outfit? Yeah.
I think they did.
I'm pretty sure they did. I couldn't. God, it's such a long time, and that's like right when I started collecting too.
Wasn't there also like a full 1-to-1?
Yeah, I think there was.
Size that they did too.
I think there was.
Or somebody did. I can't remember who.
That XM cable is 30% off.
I love
plus
that
free shipping.
I love that. I've almost bought that multiple times to go with the Deadpool, but I don't know.
I love this one too. That Jeff has that Swamp Thing. They have it on here, 25% off with free shipping. Love that piece. Oh, of course they have the Predator on Throne here, Alan. 20% off, free shipping.
So look at that Bat Bike though, 20 off and free ship.
So that Alien's 30% off.
What's that?
That Alien's 30% off of 1,700.
30% off plus free shipping.
Oh my God.
1,700.
Wait, how much is 20% off of that Bat Bike? 2,300.
2455.
We all have our calculators out.
I know. First off, we all failed math. Okay, guys.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, there's that Archangel right there, the XM one.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, that Alien's $1,200, man.
Ooh, that Nightcrawler. Oh no, I'm getting 1/3 Nightcrawler. Stop. Getting that
20% off Nightcrawler. Alan, I won't talk about that Ghost Rider because
I like that mirror.
Yeah.
They just missed one thing on that. They forgot
15% off free shipping.
They forgot the turd on the base. That's the only thing.
I knew you were going to say it. I was going to say it if you weren't going to.
Yeah, I know.
Still a beautiful piece.
Yeah, no, it's actually one of the better ones. It just sucks that it's her because what happened to her in real life. But she's insanely beautiful if she wasn't absolutely insane. But
Absolutely psychotic. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Man, some great deals over at Cosmic Chase as well. So I see his sales deals here that he's got some great ones. I can't get over that 50% off, man. I almost want to buy it
Crazy,
for that. Yeah. So it's, but
It's a 1/3 statue for under $700,
which is unheard of. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's cheaper than that Harley Quinn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of hey, calm down, Stanley. Calm down. But it's true. Let me bring this up because this is something that was still on my mind too. And I know they haven't showed it yet, but they're going to very soon. I'm pretty sure they're going to show the dog alien first. But this is a one. Alan, is this one coming home for you?
I need to see more.
Me too. Me too.
They really haven't shown the entire piece yet.
Right. I definitely need to see more as well.
I can't wait to see more from this.
I know. When they did the little trailer tease, they showed some of the base that had the face huggers all over it.
Did they?
Yeah, it was kind of scrolling back and forth, whatever. So this is the one from Romulus, correct?
Yeah.
This is the one they showed that had. They showed them all over the base, so it's going to be like the XM one. But
I love this movie too.
So, Alan, if you had a guess, you think it's going to be XL?
Oh, I believe it will.
Damn. So that means it has to get. I have to get it. So, man, this is going to be a great one.
So, can we explain what exactly XL means? Is that just so it's not 1/3, it's not quarter, it's just big?
Yeah, it's definitely not 1/3, that's for sure, because the Predators are massive.
They messed up. That's what happened. I think what happened with the Predators, they just overscaled them, and then they realized when people got the big chap and they put it right next to it, they realized it was like a happy mistake for Prime 1 at least, because now they can sell everything, another alien statue just bigger, even if it's 1/3. But I think they just overscaled on accident with the Predators, and all the Predators had to match each other, so that all the Predators now are bigger than they should be. So now they're just back and doing XL 1/3 aliens. It was just I think, like I said, I think it's probably one of the happy mistake, for them. Now they get to sell another 1/3 bigger, more money.
Yeah. I mean, it could be, Marcos. That's a fair statement, but it could have been. But when I see the Predators, I know I made the right choice.
Yeah, they're amazing
for those. But Alan, if this is XL, I feel like it would go great in the empty spot I got over there. So, yeah, I think I may have to get that.
If they're not saying it right now, though, I don't think it's going to be XL, because usually it, like with the dog one, it says XL on it, right? So this one doesn't even say it.
Oh, look, Lane was saying they called it 1/3 XL already. So
this one, Lane, are you talking about this one, or just like in general the line 1/3 XL?
Oh yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't remember. I got to rewatch the Prime 1 event. I may do that tomorrow. But yeah, I think this is
I mean, it would kind of make sense if they're doing alien pieces. Why would they do dog alien at XL and then like do this one at something different?
I agree.
I mean, I've seen companies do goofy stuff, and that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's so true though. It's so true. Well, this piece was most likely going to come home. If it's XL for sure. But I do have to see more. I do have to.
Well, that description right there did say 1/3.
It did. Oh.
But they have a 1/3 line already of alien stuff, like but it's not the XL line. So like I'm looking at the coming soon page. The dog alien says 1/3 scale XL. So I think that's. Okay. I'm with Alan though. That would be stupid. I think that's a stupid move for them if they do just this in a normal 1/3. But it could match the. Oh my god!
So what exactly does XL mean then? Because if it's
just a bigger 1/3. It's like a 1/3.5 basically. That's all it is.
Yeah. So is that basically essentially? I mean, they're making a huge base for that dog alien. I assume that's got to come into play.
Yeah, but it's mainly just in general the characters need to be bigger. Like the XL just means it's matching Predator. That's all it means. Like that's really what it means. It doesn't mean anything else besides it's a match Predator better than the other 1/3 they had.
I mean, the XL Predators are massive. They're definitely not 1/3 scale.
And
They're
Brian, those Predators, they did
yeah.
not call those 1/3 XL Predators. They were just 1/3 Predators.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
now that since they overscaled them, now they're making a new XL line to match the Predators. It gets a little confusing.
I got you. So it's 1/3, but it's just a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
The Predators, when they call them 1/3 Predator, that line is not 1/3 by any means whatsoever. Like
I've seen Ellen's.
Yeah, I mean they're massive in front of you. They're like, man, this is big. So
I was not expecting them to be that big.
Yeah, it's like they're literally a little smaller than a half scale. I mean, they're really that big.
Yeah.
But I love them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else Prime One does with that line. And I know that XL pieces will be coming home. That's exactly why I built this case that big, is for the larger scale Predators, aliens, things like that, whatever. So,
what Predators did you finally decide on? I know you've got the jungle.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of City or maybe the Scar or maybe the Berserker, or which one are you more leaning toward?
So I was talking with Valcat about this the other day, and we either Dutch 1/3 from Prime One's going there, or a
I wouldn't hold your breath for that.
Well, I'm still wishing for that, or or Elder, or the or Scar. One of those is going to go there. One of those. I'm not sure exactly who yet. I just don't know, because here's what's great about this problem is that there's so many great options. There's so many options for them. And you honestly, whoever goes down this line, you win. Like you just can't lose, because they're all great. So I think I know what I want to do, but I'm going to wait just a bit longer before I order them, because they're all so extremely expensive. Not to mention I got others to pay. Got others to pay off. Priority right now is my bell bust after these. I don't want to say Batman on Tactical Throne, but I'll say it out there, because I may be getting that this Sunday. And then what else is priority? That bell bust #1 priority for me right now, because the other ones I got secured. So we'll see what happens. I'm just not quite sure yet. I think they're gonna make some more decisions coming up this year, because if you think about it, they've done all the Predators. You know why I know that? Because they're going to the Elder one. What if they do next? Predator on Throne, or you know what? Guess what the final pieces will be? Dutch. That's your final piece for the Predator line, or another one. Who knows?
Well, they got Wolf still. You know, Wolf's a.
You got Wolf. Yep.
Yeah, that's character for Predators. You can do the whole Elder Predator clan. You honestly can do anything. Like they're doing Celtic one. Like, who cares about Celtic? Let's be real. He died within 3 seconds. Like the worst. He's like the worst. He was like the worst Predator in movie history. My gosh, I think he died by his own weapon too. I'm like, what?
Well, I love that base, man. The skulls were amazing.
Dude, the statue is amazing. But I'm just like, this dude died within. I think he picked up an artifact, and that's all he did in the movie, and then he was gone. So,
he was dead. Yeah.
Like, if they're doing Celtic, they're gonna do Joe Schmo behind Elder Predator and Predator 2. Let's be real.
Hey, calm down.
Yeah, but dude, they got to do it, Dutch, though, man. They just have to.
Oh, they have to. But like I said, I think unfortunately, the former governor has to die for his family to give that license away. I think that's what's holding it up. It's weird, because there's Terminator, there's this.
Yeah, you have all these other variations.
I think it's a mixture of Fox holding on to it and Arnie maybe holding on. Like, I think it's a rights battle right now. I think that's going on.
Well,
I don't know. We just got to talk to one of these owners that's trying to get, because I know every company's trying to get it, at least from my knowledge. Like, I know Ant talked about it from PCS. He's like, I want it bad.
Right.
Basically said it's just hard to get. And then every other company's like, I want it bad. It's just hard to get.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of time, but we'll see. I know everybody wants that. We'll see what they end up doing. Let me bring this up here real quick. I know we're getting close to that 1 hour mark. Okay, I did want to say, I know we're at that 2 hour mark, but I did want to say this. Thank you for the 105 subscribers. No, 115 subscribers we had this week again. I really appreciate you. We'll try to bring the best content possible. Make sure you tune in Sunday. We're going to close the weekend out with what's new in the community. and also discuss maybe some pre-orders we did on Sunday. I have strong suspicions on new ones coming in the collection. We'll talk about that more on Sunday. But also, be on the lookout. We are close to our 4,000 mark, so we'll probably have a giveaway that time on that show. But what's even more special is that means we're on the urge of 5,000, and I have big plans for us on the 5,000 mark. The Alan Kiefer Award will be announced very, very soon, which will be September the 17th, I believe. And you don't want to miss that. That's going to be amazing this year. All thanks to Alan Kiefer. So that'll be presented to a lucky collector coming up very soon. I look forward to spending time with you guys on Sunday. I will see you in the chat. Until then, stay godlike, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Guys.